Hello traders, Dan here. Let's take a look at the markets for February 9. Spiders here. Into the close yesterday, once we had these very whippy 2 days of consolidations, we were ready to go short under this bar's low and then long over that bar's high. But with the bearish engulfing bar, we had a bullish engulfing close yesterday. And so into the close, we were 100% bullish, provided we didn't have a bearish gap today. The gap up was pretty big. And you can tell by all this air in here, it didn't retrace very much, which is bullish. And we're closing pretty darn near the highs. But this is not a pattern to swing trade. A big gap into resistance. We need a continuation pattern. We're really hoping for a pullback into the 10 a.m. or 10:30 reversal period, which we didn't get. You can tell with no tail. It held pretty well. So we still look higher. We still have a price void. There's so many things that look like they're headed to the 50 MA, and there's a lot of bottoming patterns. So we were actually pretty active today. Diamonds was a gap breakout, exceeded that prior high. IWM actually had the best price void for a new trade. Because of this momentum move down, it has an easier way to go back up. So we actually gave that as a directional trade today. And then finally, Qs, that's not a desirable pattern. It is for selling put spreads. We said at pre-market that we should have put spread setups galore, which we do, but then we go through our checklist, which is make sure no earnings, make sure they're liquid, make sure we get premium, etc. So we did give a number of them. Let's go through them now. IWM was actually one of them. We put in both letters. The weekly options trader, we gave a put spread on IWM for next week, the 195, 185, so way down here. See the 195s? That's our line in the sand, and it looks fantastic. And then on an afternoon breakout on IWM, we gave a bull call debit spread. So that's a directional option trade, and we did it with positive time decay, and we only have expiration until Friday, but it's totally fine. We have 2 more days, and hopefully we continue to rally, and we just take our money, and we're done with the trade. So continuing with the weekly options trader, we did Home Depot. Was a nice little gap from big bottoming pattern, and we sold an out of the money put spread for Friday, the 355, 345. Costco had a nice gap over this consolidation, so this was the turn down here. Momentum moved down, had a deep retracement to resistance, so that's a bullish sign. And then it went sideways 4 more bars with these bottoming tails, and then a gap through it with a price void. So that put spread looks good. Tesla we did. There's always good juice in Tesla. And when it broke out here of this sloppy kind of ascending triangle, and it pulled back to support and reversed on a smaller time frame, we sold it out of the money, way out of the money, 850. Tesla's always a good one with a lot of juice. So we sold a $50 wide for 92 cents. That looks great. And then PayC was an earnings, a big bullish earnings gap, and then on a pullback in the morning session, we sold a way out of the money 320 a put spread. I'm sorry, a naked put. And sometimes we do naked puts when the further out of the money puts are too illiquid to give us an adequate premium, net credit premium. Now on the swinging options trader, I mentioned IWM. Home Depot was also posted. Globe was posted yesterday, and it gapped up over our entry, so we bought a little pullback, little buy setup in the morning session. No, we did not do Home Depot. My bad. It was Boeing, not Home Depot. So this one, it was a bullish 1, 2, 3. We bought a 5-minute high. Target is the 200. Solo, a lot of bottoming stocks out here. So this is big, nasty downtrend, big move up, going sideways. The 20 MA starting to curl, and it's breaking out with a price void. So we bought Solo. We TV was posted yesterday. Nice wide range bar after 100% retracement, bullish consolidation, price void. So we bought a pullback in that in the morning. And ATO was a earnings stock, big inverse head and shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, breaking out. We bought a 5-minute high on that, which turned out to be over $108 is where we entered that. But big beautiful wide range bar close. That looks fantastic. I posted one right into the close. Plug, another bottoming pattern, way down, up, little cup and handle type of thing. So tomorrow over today's high, you can buy plug, and I'll also be keeping an eye on that for a put spread for the weekly options trader. Let me just look at a couple others here that are on our watch list, because we have a lot of bullish setups here. Cream, a Dow 30, a nice bullish retest here, bottoming tail, closing at the high. Tomorrow over today's high. Oracle, bottoming pattern, retest, gap up, closing breakout over this prior pivot with a price void. That looks great. The BIOS XBI ETF and IBB ETF, both look like short-term bottoms and look higher. CVI over today's high looks good. I like this yesterday's bottoming tail as a continuation pattern and snap right back with a price void. Alto, this one needs to rest a little bit. It's at the top of the range. If it can get us a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then it has room to run on the weekly. Clean, another bottoming pattern, looks great. I sent a Telegram alert on this earlier in the day, and it just kept running, but it has a nice price void. It's kind of like an inverse head and shoulders, but with a smaller right shoulder. You got a big left shoulder, head, 100% retracement, going sideways with a price void. Starbucks, that one's more of a put spread. That's a put spread, and I did look, and there was not much juice. IWM over today's high. Could be a directional. I'll take a look at it, but a put spread also. Verizon, that's a big mess. F-cell bottoming pattern, that looks great. If that heads to the green 50 MA, that looks good. Daku, bottoming pattern, that looks great for a put spread. ASAN, and I mentioned this yesterday, and it kept going. There was not enough juice for a put spread. I looked already, and then finally GNRC over today's high. Looks like it might get some steam. Well, before I go, we gave a short put in Tilray, a marijuana stock, yesterday. In the sector, there's a couple ETFs, MJ, SAS, Solo. So Solo looks the best for this is not, I take that back. It's YOLO. Solo we already talked about. YOLO is the ETF. This one looks the best for a new trade of those three marijuana ETFs. Bottoming pattern, deep retracement, higher low, closing breakout. It looks like it could get to the $12, so that's a respectable little 2-3 day swing trade. That's it. Hope that helps. 2 more days to the week, and hopefully we'll get maybe 2 more day rally, and then get our expected hopeful pullback at the turn of next week. As always, email Greg or me with any questions. Good trading. We'll be in touch tomorrow during the day in Telegram.